Welcome to our presentation. My name is Moa.
My name is Adam.
Hanna.
Joona and Justus.
We've been assigned to work with Jönköping Floorball Club, and in this presentation we will walk you through our task, findings and suggestions for the club. But first we have to go to the very roots of floorball, in the early 20th century in Canada. Here people started enjoying a playful kind of hockey with plastic sticks and a plastic ball, indoors. The sport came to Sweden in the 60s, grew significantly in popularity during the 80s, and floorball was established as we know it today. The sport is played in teams of 6, including the goalkeeper. Each match is played in 3 periods of 20 minutes each. Today, floorball is the second biggest sport in Sweden after football. With that being said, let me introduce you to Jönköpings Floorball Club, or JIK, which was founded in 1985 when a merge was made between the 2 top teams in the city. Since then, the club has won 3 Swedish Championship silvers, 4 Swedish Championship bronzes, and 4 Junior Swedish Championship golds. The club has around 800 members and the vision to pursue high-quality football, nationally, internationally, and in all of their teams. The club mission is floorball for everyone, meaning that they have the ambition to attract people from all different groups in society. JIK has junior teams and senior teams, both male and female. Last season, they had men's and women's teams competing in Allsvenskan, Division 2, and Division 3, as well as teams participating in the Junior Series games. Both the men's and women's team once again qualified for Swedish Super League. Now, Adam, can you tell us about our task?
I can do that, Moa. Jönköping Floorball Club's task for us is to attract more people to the club than floorball in general. This is expressed concretely in the number of spectators that view the games and the amount of members the club has. In line with this, there are 2 sub-issues connected to the prime issue: individuals' unawareness to the existence of the club as well as an unawareness of the sport itself. The latter is largely connected to international students. In order to attract more people to the club, we propose that students are the target group for 2 reasons. Firstly, the group consists of students, and consequently it is a group that we understand and are closely connected to. Secondly, students are generally energized and looking to try new things and looking for amusing events to consume time and acquire a feeling of togetherness. The group has identified 2 issues pertaining to the club. A poll indicates that the promotion of JIK services are insufficient, as well as a lack of brand awareness. A vast majority among the students and Jönköping's residents states that they are unaware of the club's existence. As a result of the unawareness, we suggest that one of the 4 promotion tasks, that is informing the target audience, is a failure. As a group, there are certain objectives and goals that the group is striving to reach. Firstly, we would like to see floorball become a tradition in various friendship groups, not just driven by a desire to see the rapid sport of floorball, but also a desire to experience the fan culture and the general location of fun with your friends. Connected to the goal, the group wants to see a greater interest in the sport in general among students, as well as a greater number of students attending games. Now Hanna will talk about how we approach the research problem and our marketing research.
First of all, the group sat down to discuss the questions we received from Peter Lundblad at the JIK meeting. We brainstormed alternative courses of action and thought of what we thought might pull students to sports games. Since we are students ourselves, we could think of what would attract us to the games. In order to search for data, we conducted a multiple choice survey on SurveyMonkey. The topics that we divided into questions were awareness of the existence of floorball and JIK, willingness to pay for a sports game in general and at JIK, and what would increase the possibility of them attending a game. After that, it was posted on Facebook. When having analyzed the primary data collected, we could see that the majority, 58% of those questioned, were very familiar with floorball. When asking if they knew of JIK, it became clear to us why nobody was attending the game. Very few, 9%, knew about the club at all or had only heard of it before. What we needed to focus on was enlightening the club and marketing the existence of a floorball club in Jönköping. To find out what would pull people to the sports game, it was beneficial to give a few alternatives to let the survey taker vote for several options In order of rating, the alternatives were: if my friends were playing with 56%, if a team from USA was playing with 35%, if I was given a goodie bag with 35%, and a student event before or after with 25%. Joona is now going to present the suggestions and implications for the company.
Yes. Finally, we will examine the concrete suggestions for JIK. We will provide 2 major suggestions for the company and then support them with a few additional minor suggestions to give a broad range of marketing tools for the company. We believe that these suggestions could have a positive impact on JIK's branding, image as a company, and ultimately on their revenues. We will focus mainly on students and on creating brand awareness among them here in Jönköping. Firstly, one of the ways to increase brand awareness among students is to utilize the kickoff event organized in the beginning of each semester. Kickoff is the largest event within the university, and we believe that this is an optimal way to get students interested in and aware of the sport. For example, this could be done by collaborating with the people organizing the week and by being a part of the events and competitions during the kickoff. The company could provide equipment such as sticks and goals for the campus quest, which includes the competitions. Also, the student life fair would be a great way for JIK to increase the brand awareness. Now, Justus is going to talk more about our suggestions for the company.
Yes. Another opportunity to attract students that we suggest is getting in touch with the Student Sport Association USA, since it also has a floorball team. If JIK could collaborate with the team or perhaps train with them, members of the team will most likely become more aware and interested in the club and attend games. These students then would bring their friends and spread the message through word-of-mouth communication and ultimately affect people who weren't aware of the sport in the first place. An idea was also to have a game between some team of JIK and USA, so friends of players would come and if they had a good time, visit other games. Concluding, we propose that USA can be the linking part between the students of the university and the team, since word-of-mouth communication is in this case most likely the most powerful tool to make students aware of the club. Before we come to an end, we would like to emphasize the importance of an increased awareness of the club and the sport itself, because this is the first step to attract people. If students are not aware of the sport, there is no way for them to get interested in attending a game. We believe that the kickoff and the collaboration with USA can be the key for creating this attraction and in best case move students from an awareness to attachment to the club. Thousands of students are involved in this celebration, so this chance has to be used as much as possible. Finishing, we would like to thank you for your attention and we hope that our suggestions were helpful for JIK to use and solve its problem of attracting more students.